This is a discussion of what sets the cornerstone of Sewickley Financial. This is not your typical advisory firm. It's my experience that most financial advisors, wealth managers, etc. are just good salespeople, good storytellers. Okay, interesting, but just not me and not my firm. I cherish the fact that my firm can empower clients' futures and improve their lives. I believe it should be measured as Sewickley Financial adding value. I believe it should be openly discussed, and I believe it sets this firm apart. Sewickley Financial is not a big firm. As of the date of this video, we've never advertised. But it is an impactful firm, and eventually that will generate growth through the health and success of its clients. Measuring results typically leads to better outcomes. There is no reason not to do this in the financial markets, and yet most investors do not receive this information. The typical metrics applied to investors hold little information and are noisy rather than informative. You probably run into many of these: category rank, alpha capture, R squared, the list goes on. Unfortunately, all of this distracts from what matters: results. The reason we invest, take risk, is to receive maximum reward for the level of risk taken. Taking risk, inflation risk, interest rate risk, market risk, industry risk, is unavoidable, no matter the financial asset one holds. The single most important attribute for successful investor outcomes is aligning incentives. Having mutual fund, hedge fund managers as clients, one begins to appreciate there's a lot of smart, well-informed folks chasing financial return. But most money is invested to follow an index rather than maximize reward to risk. Think about your average mutual fund. If you invest in that fund and it performs within 2% of its benchmark, you're generally ambivalent and you don't make a change. But this is a formula for underperformance. In aggregate, you will lag the index by a fair margin due to fees alone, if not compounded by other headwinds: incentives, emotion, recency bias, just to name a few. There are far too many advisors that select a mutual fund for clients based on benefits to the advisor rather than the client. And unfortunately, nearly all mutual funds are only incented to chase an index.